Good morning, everybody. Hope all is well. I'm going to try to keep it as brief as possible today, particularly for men. I could say something to sisters, but that'll be later on. Honestly, I feel like if we as men correct our behaviors and our actions, then a lot of things kind of go back to their normal order. We don't have to tell somebody else to correct themselves because we're showing them how to correct themselves. With that being stated, as a man, you have to be a man. Uh, the basic stuff of walking upright, shaking people's hand, looking people in the eye, all the stuff that your granddaddies tried to teach you. Hopefully your dads tried to teach you, for those of us who had them involved. Uh, the way you interact with people, as well as what you're willing to accept from people, speaks volumes. Even if you don't think it means a lot, or if you don't, take certain interactions a certain way, understand that when people see you and people see how others interact with you, they now either are given permission or they have reason for restraint in regards to the way that they interact with you. If people are allowed to disrespect you, you cannot then be shocked when people start to disrespect you because you've allowed for that to happen. So whenever somebody does anything to you, you have to see why it was that happened. One of the most beautiful things about my mom, even now, is when something happens, one of the first things my mom would say would be, well, what did you do? Or what could you have done? What role did you play in the event that you're telling me about? And when I was younger, I didn't really understand it, and I used to get mad because I always felt like she was taking other people's side. And now that I'm older, I get a chance to see what it was she was trying to tell me. Be more accountable, be more responsible, and pay attention. What did you do? What did you allow to happen? Or what could you have done differently to prevent said incident? With that being said, we as Black people have a lot of things that we allow to happen because we don't fight. We allow stuff to happen. We may record it, we may tell somebody about it, but as far as like physically getting involved, we don't do it. Specifically as men, we don't do it. So we'll watch other men act crazy and we won't get involved. Specifically if it's men of other cultures and other ethnicities. So like at most we may get involved if somebody looks like us. We may confront them or be combative towards our brother. But when you see somebody else being rude or disrespectful, or dismissive even, and we won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Like, some things I don't understand. So we cannot then be mad or question and second guess why things happen because of our lack of involvement and our lack of action. So before we get mad about any of the things that we see happening, let's, check ourselves and see why it is we're allowing things to happen, because that's pretty much what it is. And if you're afraid to act, if you're afraid to get involved, you cannot then question what happens after that. Just know to accept it because that's what you allowed. I mean, everybody may not like it, and because you don't like it, that don't make it any less true. It just means that you don't like the truth. So, y'all have a good one. If you like the video, if you don't like it, or if you just want to talk shit about it, make sure you share it. I'm interested to hear what other people think.